begins with karate and Makush jumping through the trees. Do you think our teammates will be alright? Makush says. Yes, I hope they are, Karate said, I hope this hasn't set us back too far. We just lost three of our team. We just lost three of our teammates. But whether don't worry, we should be able to keep pushing on. There's no way they will be able to take that part of nature by themselves. Don't worry, the objective isn't that far ahead. As soon as we're done completing this mission, we'll go back for them. Karate says, but for now, we need to focus on the mission. Alright, I hope you're okay. Bakus thinks to himself. Meanwhile, back with the rest of Dave Sion's squad, all of them wonder if Caduce could take out that opponent. Do you really think Caduce will be alright? Mike says. I mean, the guy seems pretty weak to me. He's not weak, Sarah says. He's probably one of the strongest gang in the Hidden Leaf Village. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. We're not losing anybody on this mission. I swear it, Dave Sion says. Alright, everybody, let's focus and keep going. Keep going. Will you keep going? Shut up. Quit being so naive, Sarah says. Why are you always so mean all the time? Dave Sion says. Every time people try to be nice to you, you always respond with a negative attitude. Don't backtalk me, punk. Calm down, Sarah. She's only like that because she wants to be friends with you. What? She does? Dave Sion says. What? No, of course not. Carmen, what are you doing? Yeah, she's always like that, but there is a reason she's like that. Why? What's the reason? Just tell me already. Tiffany explains that Sarah comes from a clan. A clan? Yes, a clan. A clan. The Shotan clan. The Shotan clan is a clan that wielded Crystal Release. Crystal Release is a type of Kekkei Genkai. This clan actually went to war with the Hidden Leaf Village on one occasion. Why did they go to war? Well, you see, the clan contains thousands of members, and they needed a home. So they decided that they would they needed a home, that they would actually try to conquer the Hidden Leaf Village. The thing is, the Hidden Leaf Village were aware of their existence and aware of what they were planning to do. So they tried to negotiate a peace treaty. A peace treaty? Yes. The Hidden Leaf Village gives them a home. That way they wouldn't have to attack the village. However, the Hidden Leaf Village didn't actually fulfill their promise. As a result, the Shotan clan got extremely mad and went to war over them. However, they were able to negotiate a peace treaty as they decided to allow the clan to live in the village. However, because of the war, they suffered a great loss of life on both sides. Many people's sons that fought in the war never returned, killed by the Shotan clan. The Shotan clan has a bad reputation. Even though Sarah didn't fight in the war, everybody acted as if she did and blamed her and her clan for the loss of their friend members who also fought in the war. And because of her Kekkei Genkai and unnatural ability, all the academy students also made fun of her as well. And all the Hidden Leaf Ninja students were uneasy around her. But they thought that way about all three of us. Because there were Kekkei Genkais, we weren't considered normal. So that's why we came together and grew up together. We became best friends in the academy. Sarah says, is that why you're always mean to people? Because people are always mean to you? David Sion says, well, I'm not like the others. David Sion says, I don't think you're a freak. As a matter of fact, it sounds pretty cool to me. David Sion says, don't worry, I'll be your friend. David Sion says, you're right. Sarah says, you're probably only saying that to make me feel better. You probably think I'm a freak. I don't, David Sion says. Everybody be quiet. Tiffany says, I think we're closing on the enemy. We are? Kaimi uses her Byakugan. I see them. But before Kaimi can charge in, Tiffany immediately tells her to stop. Stop, Tiffany says. We need to think this through. Don't go charge you again like you did last time. You nearly cost us the mission. Tiffany says, so what do we do? Kaimi says, just stay behind me. I'm going to think of a plan, but you need to follow it accordingly. Tiffany says, don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Tiffany says, emotions can get in the way of missions pretty easily. Tiffany says, just follow my lead. While Karate and Makusa are jumping through a tree, suddenly Kasai and Mato quickly come in. You guys are alright? They think to themselves. Yeah, we managed to take care of those Hidden Leaf Village bums, no problem. Kasai says. Did they really take all of them down like that? Makus thinks to himself. So suddenly a dark force within him tells him that those are not ninja. Or not the ninja that they belong to. Because of this, he immediately punches one back. He punches one back. He punches two of them back. And it turns out to be Mike and Tiffany in disguise using the transformation jutsu. I knew it, you little rats. Makus thinks to himself, dang it. Well, where's my brother? Kaiman says, you mean this little runt belongs to you? You're not getting him back, ever. We need to complete our mission, and that will require your little brother to die. Hearing that immediately causes Kaiman to snap. Karate, go on ahead. You can't take all of them by yourself. Maybe not, but I can distract them long enough for you to get away. Go on, get out of here. I'll take care of these amateurs, Makus says. Alright, I better see you again. Karate then jumps away. How ignorant. You think you can take us on? Sarah says, I swear this dude is all mine. Back off, he's mine, Mike says. No, he's mine, Karate says. What do you mean? Tiffany says. I'm gonna take this guy. All you need to get going. No way. If anything, one of us should take him. He is your brother. Right now, the only thing on my mind is my brother. I do realize that my emotions can cloud my judgment sometimes. Dacian, all of you, just promise me you'll get him back. Promise me you'll save Kyan at all costs. Don't worry. We'll save him. Don't worry. We'll get him back. I promise that on my life, Tiffany says. Thank you. Now you all get going. I'll hold him here, Kaiman says. I need something to take my anger out on. Why you all just sitting here? Get going. Kaiman, I better see you again, Dacian says. No, I can't just go with that. We already lost Kasaya Mate. I won't lose you too. Dacian says, it's too dangerous. But before he can continue, she immediately knocks him down. Tiffany, go. Kaiman says, right. Mike then grabs Dacian as he falls unconscious. Please get him back. Promise me. Don't worry. We'll get him back on all costs. Tiffany says, they then immediately jump away. Using yourself as a decoy, huh? Makus says, I wouldn't call it a decoy or distraction. I'm just buying him time to get my brother back. You're gonna pay for what you did. You mess with my family and I'll kill you, Kaiman says. Well, bring it on. Wood wall. Suddenly he makes two wood walls, and they begin to and they close together, but she uses the rotation to break out of it. Wood spikes. He then begins to dodge all of the wood spikes. Wood boulders. He tries to hit Kaiman, and the wood rollerblades. He even tries to hit Kaiman, but she begins to dodge all the wood release attacks. You're pretty good. Take this. Wood cage. She then makes a small wooden hole for himself to jump out of, and suddenly all the wooden spikes begin to try and hit Kaiman. Kaiman begins to dodge all the spikes, but she instead uses rotation to block all of them. She then hits the wood with a paper bomb and breaks out of it. He then tries to punch her from behind, but she kicks him back. Tell me, Kaiman says, how are you able to use wood style? That's a Genkai, right? And Makus explains that he's actually a relative of Hashirama. What? Yes. My last name is Makusenshu. Yes. I was from the San village where my father is Mizuki. Mizuki? Kaiman thinks to herself. Yes. Makus says, you see, a long time ago, I was actually in the San village. My mother had gotten together with Mizuki, and a giant ape-like creature attacked the San village. He nearly wiped it out, but through a hard-fought battle, Mizuki, along with thousands of Saiyans, were finally able to put the beast down. But it would not stay down for long. While this was completely unnecessary, Mizuki wanted to kill my mom, and as a result, he knew that killing this beast on her would put so much strain on her that she would actually die. Because she loved my father so much, she allowed it to happen, and as a result, she died. But however, just because of that, the creature was still inside of me, as I was still in my mom's belly. As a result, I was Joriki at birth. Maku says, ever since from birth, Mizuki has trained me to be a fighting soldier, trained me to become a powerhouse, a ninja, a weapon for my village. And what about your mom? Mom, well, I am mad at Mizuki for doing that. Maku says, but he's my father, and as a result, I am loyal to him. I am loyal to my village. Maku says, and I even made some friends. Maku says, I look at them as family. Maku says, but how is your mother from the Senju clan? Maku explains that his mother actually is from the Senju clan. She was a part of the Senju clan, but she moved out of the Hidden Leaf village and moved into the Sun village, where she met and fell in love with my father. But my father didn't love her the same way. He only got her to make me and nothing more. Because he wanted to make a replacement for himself should he fail. So what's your purpose? What do you plan to do anyway? And Makus explains that Mizuki wants to kill Naruto. That's all. That's all he ever thinks about. He doesn't think about the village, or even think about its people, or even think about me and my squad. His whole motive is to kill Naruto. We're just the many tools that he uses to accomplish it, and the many tools he uses to sacrifice it. You seem nonchalant about this, that your father is an international terrorist and a war criminal. Kaiman says, yes, he may be. He says, but he's still my father, and I'll do anything for him. He killed your own mother, Kaiman says, and he still a beast inside of you. Shut up. Maku says, enough talk. You're gonna die right here. What's Sal? He then uses a bunch of wood plants. I don't know when they begin to shoot a weird gas out of her. She quickly activates her Byakugan to see that tiny little, barely visible, tiny little wood pebbles as small as atoms are in the giant wood gas. She immediately jumps out of it. Then she uses the rotation to throw Maku's off balance. Maku then gets back up. It's no use. You're in range. You cannot escape my 64 trigrams. 64 what? Take this! 2 bombs! He then hits Maku in the stomach. 4 bombs. 3 bombs. 6 bombs. 4 bombs. 10 bombs. 17 bombs. 20 bombs. 50 bombs. 51 bombs. 52 bombs. 53 bombs. 54 bombs. 55 bombs. 56 bombs. 57 bombs. 58 bombs. 59 bombs. 60. 61 bombs. 64 bombs. She then takes Makus out. It's over, she thinks to herself. However, suddenly a dark chakra begin to surround him. And suddenly his eyes turn red. What kind of chakra is that? She says. She uses her Byakugan to see the chakra that's coming out of him. His eyes turn red. It must be, or is it even chakra at all? Incredible twisting energy. Kind of thinks to herself. She then looks at his chakra, but you see that chakra point hit that a chakra that has been sealed is being replaced with a new chakra. He then runs at her, punches her far away as she goes through multiple trees. And she makes a triangle, and she makes a crater in her tree as she gets punched into it. She then jumps out. Suddenly he begins to, all the chakra begins to surround him, and he jumps out of the choice. She then uses the rotation to cancel out his move, and it causes a giant explosion, which leaves them both on the ground. She then gets back up. No, I have to control it. he thinks to himself. Suddenly, his eyes then go back to normal. Wood Sal, Wood pivots. He traps her in a Wood release attack. Yeah, I have to break out of this, Kame says. I can't use the rotation. Why can't I use the rotation? Kame thinks to herself. And Makus explains that gas he's found earlier actually had tiny wood particles in it, and she happened to breathe some. The wood particles are inside of her body, and it's suppressing her chakra, preventing her from using any jutsu, which means you won't be able to escape. Wood Sal, deep forest immersions. Then he takes out Kaiman, taking her down. Now, I need to catch up with the rest of my teammates, Makus thinks to herself as he knocks Kaiman out. He then jumps away. I need to catch up with everybody else. The end.